Good afternoon, and let me use this opportunity to greet all your cherished afternoon, let's say viewers this afternoon.
So can you tell us what is the essence of the training?
Thank you very much. For some number of years now, private education has been battling with the kind of teacher professionalism and the kind of workforce that we have in the school in terms of their professionalism. There has been a nationwide tag on private school teachers as people who are not, let's say, professionally trained or unskilled trained teachers. So as the mandate of the council responsible to ensure that teacher development in the private education is achieved, we have been engaging stakeholders in this call and to make sure that teachers in the private schools will meet the requisite standards that's set off by the Ministry of Education and its aligned agencies. So during the COVID time, the council made a call to the Ministry of Finance as a sort of support package that will be given to the private school teachers as a means to retain their lost, potentials in terms of the teaching deliveries. And the Ministry of Finance has accepted to come out to support the private schools in terms of financial packages to make sure that the private schools teachers who were badly hit during the COVID time will be given a sort of support. And last Monday, we launched this program together with the National Teaching Council, an agency responsible for teacher development and, let's say, teacher professionalism in the teaching space. So the content is being developed by National Teaching Council, and this is a pilot system to, let's say, give the professional teachers, or let's say a competency certificate to the private school teachers who will want to continue teaching the private school and build their competencies and ultimately merit a temporary certificate that meets the standards of the law.
So how long or what's the duration for this training?
If you look at the implementation strategy put in place or the implementation plan, we have a national training program, which we are currently doing it and is about to be ended this afternoon. And that is training 48 master trainers drawn from colleges of education and the, let's say, teacher universities across the country. And they will end the 4 days residential training today. From there, we are going to have intensive 2 weeks training in 24 centers across the country, created as a learning boot or training centers for the private schools. So basically, we will engage the private schools for 2 weeks, and the Ministry of Education will cater for their accommodation, feeding, and the tuition costs and all the necessary financial components that comes with.
So government introduced a number of reforms in the education sector. Has the National Council for Private Schools been engaged in these reforms?
Since 2017, that the council was formed, the council has been brought to most of the decision tables, right from the office of the president to the ministerial point of view and the subcommittee point of view. Sometimes we do, let's say, involve ourselves in the decision making. Sometimes also, like the calendar wise and all those things. That is what we know very well, that there was a slip over. The ministry were not able to consult most of the stakeholders, and we were not also consulted. But in terms of issues bordering private schools, the council has been very active in decision makings, and we have also equally given our best in terms of the input and other advice that we have to give it to the ministry.
Thank you very much for your time.